Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Rise of Skywalker plunges 71% on Friday. There is no way to spin this one, ladies and gentlemen. There is no way to spin it. This is not good news. No way to spin it at all. The Rise of Skywalker has passed 300 million domestically and 600 million worldwide, and it'll likely end the weekend neck and neck with The Last Jedi's 368 million 10-day domestic cum. The film fell 71% from its 90 million Friday, which is neither an emergency nor exceptionally strong. Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi dropped 76% on its second Friday, while Rogue One fell 67% on its second Friday, and The Force Awakens dropped 58% on its Friday number 2, which just happened to fall on Christmas Day. Blah, 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 blah. Mendelsohn saying this is what he said would happen for 2 years. So that'll give it around 140 million on from Wednesday to Sunday holiday frame, and 368 million in 10 days. If all comes to pass, the J.J. Abrams' The Rise of Skywalker will become the third biggest opener not to drop over 100 million on its second Friday to Sunday weekend. The Force Awakens, Black Panther are the other two. Ultimately, is this like the worst news in the history of, Star Wars? Plunging 71% on Friday? No, it's not. It's not a great number, but as Mendelsohn said here in the article, it's not the worst thing ever either. We're going to have to see how things play out over the weekend. Right now, all we can say is this film is not performing as it should in the big scheme of things, considering that this is the end of the Skywalker saga, and it's barely running neck and neck with The Last Jedi right now. It's actually falling a little behind The Last Jedi, all things considered, because Christmas came earlier in the run than The Last Jedi's did. It's just the way that the film was released. But right now, this film should be, like, in the bigger scheme of things, this film should be pulling end-game type of numbers, considering it's the end game for the Skywalker saga as it has been presented over and over by Lucasfilm. But once The Last Jedi happened, it damaged the fan base so much, and it damaged the brand so much, that this is where we're at, where, yes, Star Wars is still going to make money. I don't know how anybody doesn't understand that. Of course it's going to make money. There are going to be people out there that'll tell you, oh, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers he said it wouldn't make, but he said it wasn't going to make $1 billion. I never said that. I said the lowest it could possibly make is 900 million, and I'm hoping that that's what it does. But I said between 900 million and 1.3 billion is what I figured would happen. 1.3 billion is the number that The Last Jedi ended up finishing with. I think this film is probably going to do $1 billion now. I don't think it's even... I guess it's still debatable if it can make $1 billion, but I feel like it's definitely in position to make $1 billion. The question now becomes, does it pass The Last Jedi at 1.3 billion? I don't think it will. Again, it could, but my gut feeling is that it falls below The Last Jedi worldwide, and if that's the case, then that's bad. Now, Disney is going to be able to spin a $1 billion film in a good direction publicly, and that is why the $1 billion mark has always been really important, because if this film makes below $1 billion, that's really hard for them to spin, even though they still can, as I've said many times. Even if this movie does 800 million worldwide, they're going to be able to take the whole trilogy, and they're going to say, oh, Kathleen Kennedy, she put together a box office of $4 billion with the Disney trilogy. She's so great. She's so wonderful. There's always a way to spin this in their direction if that's what they're choosing to do. But ultimately, if this movie makes below $1 billion, that is definitely a bad mark. But even still, if it makes below The Last Jedi, it's a bad mark. It's already a bad mark because this movie should be approaching $2 billion, and it's not going to come anywhere close. But we're going to continue to watch this. Odin will have his box office breakdown here on the channel on Sunday. But a 71% Friday to Friday drop, it is not great. But again, as Mendelsohn said, it's not the end of the world yet. We're going to see how this weekend plays out. If we're looking at a low 60s% over the weekend, that's a positive. It's not a great thing, but if we're in the low 70s to possibly mid 70s for the overall weekend box office for this movie, That will be bad. I'm thinking we're going to be in the mid-60s, somewhere in there, based on the 71% Friday to Friday. I think we're probably going to be in the mid-60s overall. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Other than that, thank you guys very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money, and we will talk to you later. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.